US wants to ban TikTok. What are your thoughts? Sounds like they're trying to get rid of the symptom of privacy concerns and not the problem, which is how no tech company or corporation respects individual privacy. On government phones, people are so quick to give half the story. Jesus Christ. As a former teacher, I worry about how it's impacting kids. Many of them watch it for hours daily. And there's been tons of issues with them following idiotic TikTok trends. It also is used by a lot of minors. So security issues are concerning. I don't think the first reason is enough to ban it, but the second might be. Would probably be the best for everyone. The type of information they are being accused of tracking should not be available to any app makers. If the device allows that to be info to be passed to an app, in my opinion, that's a problem with the security of the device. Not just something we should blame on the app. Instead of banning TikTok, we should have some real privacy laws and put it on the manufacturers of the operating system to enforce them. A lot of useless people are going to find out how useless they are. Nothing will change. YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels will fill the void.
Do it.
On the one side, I think it would benefit the psychology of a lot of people, both kids and adults. On the other side, there are hella hot women showing off their armpits on TikTok, and I don't know what I'd do if that went away. Doesn't matter, it'll get replaced by something else. A lot of ban-happy people here in support of a law that arguably grants the federal government even more power to restrict free speech and the flow of information on the internet. In my view, the right way to do this for Congress to pass a law that prevents any company from selling U.S. consumer data to China and Russia, or they cannot do business or advertising in the U.S. That is a sensible legislation. That's not what the ban TikTok bill is. Per the Senate's page, the bill's provisions is to ban any and all social media company that are under the influence of China, Russia, and other designated countries. Arguably, it doesn't matter if the companies collect data at all, as long as they are under the influence. Whatever that means. The bill provides a generous exception for any app that may be otherwise under provisions of this act, including apps under the influence of China, Russia, but ostensibly serves U.S. national security interests or provides information to the U.S. National Security Agency as part of an authorized intelligence activity, or pursuant to reporting requirements of the National Security Act of 1947. This bill would also sweep in companies that have their principal place of business in China, or companies that have a 10% or more of the voting stock or shares of a company. You read the full bill here. https www.rubio.senate.gov/public/cache files 1EBAC81415E4E26811B9D9A3FD96A35861 AFCCFD C5254BAFEE5BB2 BDA54B32 Hey 22C36.pdf. What does that even mean? Who gets to decide what is under the influence of China? The president? A court of law? If a president believes that Russia is using a misinformation campaign on Reddit or Facebook, can they threaten to ban the Reddit or Facebook app unless Reddit, Facebook adopts policies the president wants enacted? I can think of at least one or few judges who might think, under the letter of Rubio's proposal, that this would be permissible. We know there are at least a few trigger-happy political candidates who accuse the mainstream media, like CNN, NY Times, etc., of being communist extensions of China. They are in the government right now. Should we empower them to continue to use the scepter of China in order to further curb our liberties and freedoms and grant them unafforded discretion to restrict access to the internet? So long as a plausible argument can be made that they are under the authority of China. Ironically, this approach would bring us closer to our Chinese counterparts' philosophy to the internet than we think. In short, if you want to protect user privacy, ban the actual act of selling user data or collecting user data to China. Don't just ban apps using ambiguous and vague language like under the control of China, because that could mean anything the executive wants it to mean. And for good measure, don't include an exception allowing companies to harvest our data as long as they comply with reporting the information to the federal government's intelligence agencies. Take out Facebook and Twitter too. The government doesn't have the power to ban software. What they do have the power to do is require Apple and Google to remove TikTok from their stores or be in violation of the consent decree. A consent decree is a promise by both parties to regularly review, critique and recommend changes to ensure user data integrity and safety. The decree allows the companies a level of immunity while working through concerns if it is discovered that user data may be stolen or misappropriated by apps offered on the store. It's highly likely that the consent decree will work, as it always has, despite heightened concerns. But even if the app is removed from the online stores, users who really want TikTok would still be able to sideload the app by downloading the APK from TikTok's website directly. Spying on your citizens is only okay if you do it. Ban it. China is getting enough free info from the Zuck and Elon. Good. Didn't Trump suggest that and Reddit lost its mind? Good FC King riddance. I think that I should have tamales for dinner tonight. Where will Reddit's hate boner point if it's gone?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Heracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.